everybody, and welcome to Vlogmas Yarn Vent Day 8. I am sitting here with my son. He is not feeling very well today, so I am going to change things up a little bit. I'm going to save my calendars, my advent calendars for tomorrow, so you'll get a double dose of yarny goodness. And we are just going to spend a nice quiet evening in. I'm actually going to put the kids to bed now. I'm going to have a cup of tea and knit. But I did record some quilty goodness for you earlier today, so I hope that you enjoy that. Someone asked about the Christmas quilt that I made and showed in an earlier episode. So I talk about that and another quilt that I made, or quilt top. So you get to, yeah, he's really sleepy. So you get to enjoy that, and I will check back in with you all tomorrow. Hope everyone had a really great day, and I will see you later. Hope you have a good evening. Bye, everyone. So here is the quilt that was on a Vlogmas episode a couple days ago. This is one of the first quilts that I've done. It's really simple. It's just basically circles cut in various sizes that are appliqued on. I did a very rough stitching. I really wasn't trying to get it right to the edge. I did a really rough stitching along the edge of each circle here, just to give it a little more of a rustic look. And I used various fabrics that I had in my stash. I featured this particular one. This one's my favorite, with the clothes hanging on the line. And the base of the tree is just a little scrap of linen that I had. And I did all the quilting on that myself. I just did a basic stippling. Stippling is my absolute favorite type of quilting. And then here's the backing fabric that's on the back, which I love because, I mean, you can't resist candy canes. And then the binding, this is the binding on the quilt. And I did it by machine. When I first started quilting, I did all of my binding by hand, but since then, just in terms of time and everything, I have grown to like how the machine stitching looks for the binding. I really do like that a lot, so I don't mind doing that so much now. Oh, there's a little piece of fuzz, sorry. Yeah, so it depends. If it's just something quick and simple that I'm doing, I don't mind doing the binding by hand. If not, if it's something for a gift, for a baby, or for home, for a lap blanket, then I will definitely do the binding by hand. So that is quilt number 1, and this one was a Bernina pattern. I don't remember off the top of my head what it is, but I will definitely put it in the down bar for you. I will find it. And here is another quilt. I actually finished this last year, and this quilt is by Holt, who is B Lori, I believe, on Instagram. I'll put a link to her as well. And this was her Christmas quilt, like I said, last year. And each week you did a different block. Many of these blocks are in her Quilty book. I think the book is about 2 years old, and then she added a couple of other blocks. I think she added the gingerbread, which was up here, and I think she also added the wreath blocks, which I love. I absolutely love these little ribbons that we put in, which of course is just fabric, but the way that it's done, it just adds such a beautiful little touch. And also the little loop here on the stocking. I just think it's beautiful. And this block, I'll tell you a story. This block here was one of the first pictures that I put up on Instagram. I was so intimidated and afraid of Instagram back in the day, but it was one of the first quilt blocks that I ever posted, so I am rather proud of it. But there's my little candle, and we just have a general quilt block here, and our little Christmas ornament, and then the border on this, I think there's about 70, 80 2-inch squares around the border. And as you can see, I never finished it. I never did the backing or anything. Here's the backing on that. Just the back of the piece, the top piece here. But I never finished it. It's still on my design board. Here's the design board. It's just some poster board with a piece of felt. That way, when I hold this up, as you can see, the quilt doesn't slide off. So I can prop this up against the wall just to get an idea of how things will lay out. One day I will finish this. It would have been nice to have it done for this Christmas, but maybe for next Christmas it'll be done. I really do love it, and I'm really proud of the job and the piecing that I did on this, so I really should just finish the thing already. So maybe for next Vlogmas, this will be done and hanging up beside the other one. So here they both are. I just have them laid out on my bed. There's my little puppy. Refuses to move. So there you go, guys. Hope you like them.